Hello and welcome to my channel Happy Hours. In my last video, I have discussed about the creation of Bangladesh, its causes, important stages of Indo-Pak War, Shimla Agreement, Nuclear Command Authority, and about the Kargil War of 1998, about the international and internal impact of this war. In this video, I am going to discuss about the internal security. I'm also going to discuss about the problem of Punjab, Assam, Nagaland and Mizoram. I'm going to discuss about the national emergency of 1975, events which led to it and its impact, and about its withdrawal in the year 1977. In the last section in this video, I'm going to discuss about the Indian peacekeeping force in Sri Lanka, which led to the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi. So what are we waiting for? Let's start our discussion about the problem of Punjab. Problem of Punjab. Before the partition of India, there was triangular communalism in Punjab between Hindu, Sikh and Muslims. After the partition, the level of communalism in Punjab changed and became between the Hindu and Sikhs. The politics of Punjab was moving around Akali Dal. Akali movement was religio-political movement which started with the Gurudwara reform movement. Despite the fact that Akali had huge motivation for religious identity, its political achievement in Punjab was not recognized. Therefore, Akalis talked about Sikh nation and promoted hatred towards the Hindus. Akali Dal charged the Union government for suppressing the religious sentiments of the Sikhs in the name of secularism. They wanted role of Gurudwara in management of state. The linguistic issue in Punjab was also very much divided. There were triangular linguistic communalism in Punjab between Hindi, Punjabi and Pahari language. Hindus demanded for the Gurumukhi and the Devanagari script both. However, the Sikh leaders demanded only for the Gurumukhi script. In 1966, Shah Commission was constituted, which recommended Punjab State Reorganization Act. Therefore, government had created Hindi-speaking Haryana, Punjabi-speaking Punjab and Union Territory of Himachal Pradesh. Chandigarh was made joint capital of Punjab and Haryana. Even after division of Punjab, Akalis were not able to get power in Punjab. Therefore, in 1973, Anandpur Sahib resolution was passed by the Akalis. They demanded few things like Chandigarh should be transferred to Punjab. All the Punjabi speaking areas of Haryana and Himachal Pradesh should be included in Punjab. Adequate proportion of Sikh army in military. Amritsar should be declared as holy city. Role of Gurudwara in management of state. The rivers of Punjab should be properly divided by Punjab government. All these demands were not accepted by the Union government. Meanwhile, Jarnail Singh Bhindranwala, who was the priest of Damdami Taksal, was promoted to counter the religious motivation of Akali Dal. In 1981, there was census in India. An editor of Punjab Kesari, Lala Jagat Narayan, started newspaper campaign in which it was propagated that Hindus should write mother tongue as Hindi instead of Punjabi. Therefore, the supporters of Bhindranwala killed Lala Jagat Narayan, which resulted in communal violence in Punjab. Punjab came under night curfew because of deteriorating law and order situation. In 1982, a Asiad game was there and there was a strict checking on Punjab Haryana and Delhi Haryana border because of intelligence report of disturbances by the Sikh extremists. Bhindranwala alleged that many dignified Sikhs like Arjun Singh and J.S. Arora were also humiliated by police. Bhindranwala was shifted to Golden Temple and got consistent support of the arms and finance from the Pakistan. Therefore, insurgency of Punjab turned in terrorism. In 1984, Indira Gandhi decided to take military help to flush out militant from the Golden Temple, and it is known as Operation Blue Star. In this operation, there was massive casualty of civilians. Bhindranwala was also killed. There are many criticisms of Operation Blue Star, such as this operation was conducted during the martyr day of Guru Arjan Dev. So thousands of devotees were there in Golden Temple. Therefore, the number of civilian casualty became more. There was complete lack of local intelligence because Punjab police was not taken into confidence. Army had input that the militant will be maximum with the light machine gun. But militants started using heavy gunfire. So army used tank, which caused massive damage to the Akal Takht, which further provoked the Sikh sentiments. Military did not use the pressure technique to flush out the militant in order to avoid the casualty. The pressure of technique had became successful when in the year 1988 during the Operation Black Thunder. It was launched again in Golden Temple to flush out the militant. It was started by Rajiv Gandhi, and without a gunfire, the militants were flushed from the Golden Temple. So these are all the criticism of Operation Blue Star. After the Operation Blue Star in the year 1984, Indira Gandhi was also assassinated by her own bodyguards. But the Punjab problem still continues. In the year 1985, Rajiv Gandhi invited leader of Akali Dal, Harchand Singh Longowal, which is known as Rajiv Longowal Pact, to start democratic progress in Punjab. But Longowal was killed by terrorists. In the year 1988, terrorists again captured Golden Temple and Rajiv Gandhi started Operation Black Thunder. And merely by the pressure technique, militants were flushed out from the Golden Temple. In 1991, Narasimha Rao became Prime Minister and he believed in democratic engagement to solve the problem. He started the process of election. Akali Dal did not participate in the election. The leader of Congress, Beant Singh, became Chief Minister of Punjab. He appointed KPS Gill as the DGP of Punjab. Both were known for the hardliner against the terrorists. Gill had introduced two important techniques. First, village coordination committee was constituted, and secondly, peasants were provided with the weapons to tackle the terrorists, and from the root level terrorism was abolished from Punjab. The real integration of Sikh sentiment became possible during the Kargil War, where Sikh regiment played very important role in the victory of India. Next I am proceeding with the Assam problem. The problem of Assamese was the identity crisis. Domicile of Assam. Assam was very good in petroleum industry as well as for the plywood industry. There were many migrants coming from neighboring states like UP, Bihar, Bengal, and they were working in Assam. Bengali culture was very dominant there, and Bengali had command on 80% of the economic system and huge administrative clout in Assam. The Assam Language Act passed to protect cultural and linguistic rights of Assamese. But it failed to protect the rights of Assamese. There were two insurgent groups known as AASU. The full form of it is All Assam Student Union, and AGSP means the Assam Gun Sangram Parishad, were created and were involved in attack on migrants. There was violent atmosphere which had impact on entire northeast. Even after creation of Bangladesh, problems did not solve, and the problems of Assamese due to insurgency became so intense that government of India was not able to conduct election in the half of Assam. The Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi believed in talk. He talked with many insurgent groups, and even he invited leaders of AASU and AGSP for the talk. It resulted in Assam Accord signed on 15th August 1985. And according to this accord, first point is that those migrants who came to Assam before 1961, they will get complete domicile status. Secondly, those migrants came between 1961 to 71, they are going to get the domicile status but will not get the voting rights for the next 10 years. The third condition was that those who came after 1971, they will be identified by the government of India and are going to be sent back. After this accord, a new political party was created in Assam, known as Assam Gan Parishad. Their members were from AASU and AGSP. This party got victory in election, but the leadership was very inexperienced. There were lots of corruption cases were surfaced in Assam. This government was failed to fulfill the expectation of people. Therefore, a new wave of militancy developed in Assam. Government of India also failed to implement the Assam Accord. A militant group, ULFA, which means United Liberation Front of Assam, was also created. It got support from China, Pakistan, Burma, and its headquarters was in Thailand. Government of India actively suppressed the ULFA militant. The Armed Forces Special Force Act was implemented in Assam. Now I am proceeding further with the problems of national integration in northeastern state. In the polyglot country, the problem of national integration generally involved at various levels like minority consciousness, regionalism, ethno-political movement, and secessionism movement. Ethno-political movement is very dangerous stage in which the anti-national elements within boundary of nation or outside the boundary of nation became very active. They promote the separatism and violent activity. Problem of Northeast was also of the same category, particularly in Mizoram and Nagaland. The frontier tribal belt of Northeast had revolted many times against British, but their revolt was hardly related to the nationalist consciousness. Therefore, much before the independence, they had separatist tendency. Even after 75 years of independence, the problems of Naga remained as it is. After the multi-level talks, Naga movement had reached to an accord with Government of India, the draft of which is still not made public. As I have already mentioned about the separatist movement in Nagaland, which had started during the British period. This movement was ethno-political movement with separate identity of Naga race. British had utilized the Naga soldiers in many European wars. They were forced to realize that the separate identity of Naga away from the government of India. In the year 1946, Nationalist Socialist Council of Nagaland had established. There were two types of leaders in this council, moderate and separatist. The separatist leader, Fizo, had started a newspaper which is known as the Naga Nation. He demanded a separate Naga country with the name Greater Nagaland, comprising of the area of Nagaland, parts of Arunachal, Manipur and Burma. He conducted a plebiscite through the newspaper and presented that 99.9% of Naga is in the favor of independence. Government of India had rejected this plebiscite, and after the independence, NSCN, which is Nationalist Socialist Council of Nagaland was established. There were three leaders of NSCN: Isaac, Bovaya, and Kaplan. Later on, they formed a separate group with the name NSCNIM, NSCNK, and NSCNIM. Had series of talk with the government of India at its base in Thailand. Finally, it was predicted to reach the breakthrough in the dialogue between India and the separatist leader. This Naga Accord, as I have mentioned already, is yet to become public. So we can understand Naga problem is not new. It is from the time of British era, and yet it is not solved. Now we have to understand about the problem of Mizoram. The problem of Mizoram was ethnic identity of Mizo tribe. Around the Lushi Hill, the Mizo tribe was concentrated. Mizoram was the part of Assam. The Assamese government had very less resources for development of Mizoram. There was destruction of crop in the Mizoram by rats, which was known as Mautamakal in local language. The Assamese government do not have any solution for this Mautamakal. After passing of Assam Language Act, the Mizo people had to learn Assamese to get the government job. The Mizo National Council, led by Lal Danga, had support from East Pakistan, Burma, and China. So he started armed rebellion against the state. Indira Gandhi offered him the status of Union territory after the formation of Bangladesh. Initially, Lal Danga agreed, but again started armed rebellion. Therefore, Indira Gandhi launched airstrike in Luzai Hills. Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi restarted the talk with Lal Danga, and in 1887, Mizoram became a separate state and Lal Danga became the first chief minister. With this, we have understood about the Mizoram and Nagaland problem, even about the other states like Punjab and Assam. Now I am proceeding further with the very important chapter of Indian modern history, which is known as the National Emergency. National Emergency, which started on 26 June 1975. What was the problem? Why the emergency was conducted? We have to understand. The problem of Indira Gandhi in the year 1973 and 74. Indira Gandhi made tall promises of election, but none of them were practically visible. Therefore, her popularity had decreased significantly. And despite the Green Revolution, there was food crisis. There was less monsoon also, so it is created drought-like condition. Now the Bangladeshi refugee had further complicated the food crisis. There was less water in rivers, which resulted in closure of many hydroelectric projects and ultimately affected the Industrial Revolution and industrial production, and there was a problem of unemployment also in the various regions. There was strike of laborers and civil unrest. The government of India has increased the price of petroleum product 4 times in that year. Therefore, the prices of necessary goods would also increase. Indira Gandhi had declared nationalization of bank. Therefore, the capitalist class was also very angry with her. The rich peasants were also angry with her as the government announced the second phase of land reform. There was rampant corruption in many government institutions, particularly in Bihar. The government of Congress, led by Abdul Ghaffur, was facing huge corruption charges. Son of Indira Gandhi, as we know, Sanjay Gandhi, had got contract of manufacture of 50,000 Maruti car, in which there was allegation of huge financial mismanagement. Now, the Prime Minister office was also under the direct target. The movement started in Bihar, where the left-wing leaders started protest against the Bihar government. They contacted J.P. Narayan to lead the movement. J.P. came forward to accept the leadership on two conditions. First was that the movement will be non-violent. Secondly, it is not going to confine within the boundary of Bihar. It will be an all-Indian movement. Indira Gandhi was involved in legal battle to save her seat of member of parliament from rivalry. Her opponent Raj Narayan filed a case in Allahabad High Court regarding the involvement in election. Indira Gandhi had appointed A.N. Rai as the Chief Justice after subsiding many senior judges. Now J.P. Narayan charged Indira Gandhi of bringing Soviet type of dictatorship by taking judiciary under control. Now we have to understand about the next aspect, which is the event which lead to the emergency, such as there was firing on students in Gaya, leading to deaths of many students. Indira Gandhi accepted the demand of J.P. Narayan to dismiss the Bihar government, but she declined to go for the further and the fresh election. She rolled back the appointment of A.N. Rai. There was a railway strike all over India for 3 weeks led by George Fernandez. Army was called on to start the railway. There was assassination of Rail Minister Lalit Narayan Mishra, which led to the beginning of cult of violence in this movement. Decision of Allahabad High Court came against Indira Gandhi. Her member of parliament status was rejected by the court. It was moral victory of J.P. Narayan movement. J.P. has taken vows to down the authoritarian government. Indira Gandhi got relieved from Supreme Court. Supreme Court stayed the decision of High Court. Now Indira Gandhi was allowed to attain the parliament without the right to vote. J.P. Narayan called army and police not to obey the government because it had lost the mandate. J.P. Narayan also called to start all India civil disobedience movement. Therefore, on 26 June 1975, emergency was imposed on the ground of internal disturbance under the Article 352 of Constitution. We have to understand now what was the impact of emergency. In general, the impact of emergency was good because the people had accepted it because of many changes realized in social, economical and political atmosphere of country. There was control on anti-social element, control on smuggling and black marketing, which resulted in decrease in price of necessary goods. There was restoration of discipline and improvement in administration, which created positive impact on people. Indira Gandhi had started 20-point program. It was a program of social welfare like liquidation of debt, abolition of bonded labor, land reform, public distribution system, enforcement of minimum wages, etc. The constitution was amended many times. There were attempts to change the basic structure of constitution, separation of power, and the parliament can amend any part of the constitution. So we can say there was a creation of mini constitution. Sanjay Gandhi had started 5-point program under which there was these plans like family planning, afforestation, removal of illiteracy, abolition of dowry, slum clearance, etc. But Sanjay Gandhi had started using force, compulsion and target-oriented approach for the implementation of these 5-point program, particularly the family planning, which resulted in huge discontent. Sanjay Gandhi was very dominant during the emergency. It was said that he created parallel PMO. He controlled the media and India Radio and Doordarshan. News script was first sent to him. Therefore, there was rise of extra constitutional body in government machinery. With this, we have understood. People say it is the positive impact, but there are something which was hidden. We can say that there was negativity also, which led to the failure of Indira Gandhi election in the Indira Gandhi election. In the next election, she failed, and she was not in the power. Now we have to proceed further and understand the withdrawal of emergency. What was the reason why she withdrew the emergency? 18th January 1977, there are various factors which promoted Indira Gandhi to take back emergency, such as she was under the influence or she was misled by the intelligence report that her popularity has increased significantly due to the emergency. Therefore, she wanted to go for an election to retain the powers. But after the election in 1977, she lost the power. As I have mentioned before, that because of this, if the emergency was a success, she must have won the election. But this doesn't happen. It means the people were not happy with the emergency. She was not happy with the rise of extra constitutional body to dilute the government institution and to defame the Congress party. There was report in international media regarding the failure of democracy in India. She had democratic upbringing, therefore she decided to roll back the decision of emergency. But even after the rollback of emergency, she lost. Now I am proceeding with the Indian peacekeeping force in Sri Lanka, and this is the last topic for the discussion for this video. Now India got independence in the year 1947 and Sri Lanka got independent in the year 1948. 1 year after India, Sri Lanka had a demography of Tamil and Singla population, in which 23% of population was Tamil and 67% was Singla population. Among the Tamil, there were two kinds of Tamil, Indian Tamil and Sri Lankan Tamil. Indian Tamil were those who went to Sri Lanka during the British rule to work in the plantation. But Sri Lankan Tamil were those who were there in Sri Lanka from time immemorial, when the medieval ruling system had common territory. After the independence, Indian Tamil were removed from the citizenship. Now they have the identity crisis. They were not the citizen of any country. There was huge discontentment among the Tamil population. These Tamilians had command over 80% of economy and majority of administrative position. Majority Singla had identity crisis. The government of Sri Lanka made a constitutional amendment in which name of Ceylon, previously it was known as Ceylon, and the name changed to Sri Lanka. Buddhism became the official religion. Singla became official language, and even the reservation system was implemented for majority Singla population. This amendment led to the rise of huge anger among the Tamil population. Many insurgent groups were created, in which most powerful was LTTE, which is known as Liberation Tiger of Tamil Elam. The demand was separated Elam, an independent country comprising of north and northeastern Sri Lanka. The government of Sri Lanka tried to suppress the insurgency with massive violence, resulted in large-scale migration of refugees to Tamil Nadu. This refugee crisis created political upheaval in India, as many regional parties of Tamil Nadu had pressurized government to solve the problem of Tamil. Government of India started Operation Pumalai and dropped humanitarian aid in the Tamil region. Sri Lankan President Jayawardene invited Rajiv Gandhi to solve the problem of Tamil. It was problem of security for India because of the strategic location of Indian Ocean. When Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi concluded Indo-Sri Lanka Peace Accord in 1987, In this accord, LTTE will surrender its weapon and India will establish autonomous council in North and Northeastern region. Indian Peacekeeping Force IPKF was also sent to Sri Lanka. There was change of government in Sri Lanka. A new president, Premadasa, was totally against this accord and did not help IPKF in establishment of autonomous council. The leader of political wing of LTTE, Philippine, died after long hunger strike, demanding the autonomous council. It resulted in mistrust between the LTTE and IPKF. There was a deadly clash between IPKF and LTTE in which 1,000 Indian soldiers were also killed. There was massive political uproar in Indian political system. The regional parties demanded recall of IPKF. The government of Rajiv Gandhi lost election in 1989 due to the allegation of Bofors scam, and a new Prime Minister VP Singh decided to pull out IPKF from Sri Lanka. In the year 1991, there was midterm election and there was possibilities of Rajiv Gandhi coming back to power. And if Rajiv Gandhi come back, he is probably take the decision to redeploy IPKF in Sri Lanka. So ultimately, Prabhakaran decided to eliminate Rajiv Gandhi in election rally at Sri Perambadur, and Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated by human bomb. We have understood many things about the problems of internal security, about the refugee issue, and about the assassination of Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi. With this, I am concluding here. If you find the content of video interesting, kindly like, share and subscribe. Thank you.